welcome back to my channel. Today I'm talking you through a DIY bathroom update that's been budget friendly and transformative. We removed the glass paned shower doors and the metal liner that held it all together to give us some extra added height. This bathroom has quite a bit that needs updating, so you'll notice we also need to caulk the baseboards. When I first moved in, I had done the top and I had just never gotten around to the very bottom. I thought, well, it's not really necessary, but being that we live someplace that has such a high moisture content in the air, it's really time that we go ahead and tackle this to prevent any mold or mildew growth and just keep things sealed properly for a bathroom. You can see here that I'm really having to scrape off any of the little debris that happened to fall into the bathroom just as time goes on, and then decided, well, while I'm here, I might as well just clean the entire baseboard to get it prepped for caulking. And there were a couple of things I should have done first. As you can see, I have the caulk out, but I was debating whether or not to get the painter's tape, and I should have just known ahead of time that I should have gotten it ready and prepped, but I was cocky, get it? I was feeling cocky, and I thought I could just freehand because I have a pretty steady hand. I've done a lot of caulking in both this house and my last house, needed a lot of work. But when I brought the camera out, I just was, I guess, not in the best place performatively because I kept messing up. Like you'll see, I'm trying to be very steady, and then I end up just wiping this all down and redoing this section. This tube had also been empty, and I hadn't realized it until I had started to go and then started to get these air bubbles because it was completely out. So this is me deciding this is not working. You can see I'm trying to get a smooth line and it's just not going well, so I ended up scraping it off. The cool thing with caulking, if you're not really a DIYer or like a home project person, it's a great place to start because it's got a very forgiving window of mistakes. Like you can wipe it all off and just with water and washcloth if you don't like how it's turning out before it sets and hardens, because it takes about 24 hours to fully set and seal everything. But this is one of those forays into like home uptake and care that's a great place to start if you're a little apprehensive of how to take care of your home. It gives you a chance to get your hands dirty and learn as you go, which is always good. I finally taped it, and I'm sorry it's blocked, but you can see I also have that washcloth because that's what I'm using to wet my finger to give it a clean line as you slide along the caulk to make sure it's sealed properly. And then while it's still wet, I went ahead and removed the tape to make sure I got that really crisp, clean line. And I'm not an expert, I'm just a DIYer trying to make her home better little by little. And so even after I'd peeled off the tape, looking at it now, there are some areas that are less pristine than others, but overall I think I did a pretty good job. The hardest part of this whole process, not even the caulking, but the updates for the bathroom, we're removing and unscrewing the brackets that held the glass in place. And Jordan is the sole credit for this. He ripped it all out himself. It was really impressive. They had improperly sealed everything anyway. Keep in mind that these projects were done over a series of days. This was not an afternoon amount of work. This was a couple of different days. We ran into different roadblocks with each little bit of the project, but I'm really proud of how far we've come to keep it looking nice and running smoothly for our family. This is the before. You can see where the metal brackets were hung for the glass doors, and you could see the dirt and debris and grime that grew when it wasn't properly sealed, despite us cleaning it religiously. So getting in with a razor blade, we had to scrape all the old stuff away and then make sure to fill in all the holes so that we could still use this without fear of, mold growth. We hung the shower curtain nice and high. It's an old trick to make your bathroom look bigger. And then we went ahead and hung the curtain and liner, which I had to go in and hem to make sure that they weren't dragging on the floor. I wouldn't consider myself a seamstress by any means, so I went ahead and used hot glue. Use what you have at hand. And I love the way that it turned out. This is very budget-friendly update. As far as materials, I think in total everything cost about $42, and most of that was the liner and the curtain itself. It took about 3 days, probably in total maybe 6 hours, but I love the end result. And there you have it, an easy, budget-friendly bathroom update that makes a big difference. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more DIY tips and tricks. We'll see you next time.